Okay, let's see here. Test this. Yep, it works. Cool. All right. All right. Now I got this working. Um, my name's Tex. My wife Dawn. We are DTN Living Life, and this is DTN Living Life LLC. This is our QuickBooks page, one of the pages. This happens to be projects, and I've had a couple people ask me in reference to me mentioning my percentages and how I get my percentages. And as you can see right here is where my percentages are, and I'll get more in detail as that. And they ask me how do I set up projects and does this benefit me? I consider it does. Some people don't. They use a cheaper QuickBooks. They still use QuickBooks, but they use a cheaper version that does not have projects. I do projects so that way I can keep track of each and every one of the units that we take out and all the different details. Now, there's a lot more details over here that I could go through. However, we're in projects and I'm not going to get into all these others at this point because a lot of this is personal information. So yes, I'm only going to show you what you could actually see if you was there at the yard with us, no, looking at our paperwork. Okay, so all right, as you can see, I have projects that are already open, and we use the DMA app to do the closing of those projects. So, in other words, no, this one here, I should have $1,818.80 written out to me or sent to our EFS account, and I have not received that yet. Here's another one. More than likely, I've received one. If I'm not mistaken, I've received one, but I didn't receive it correctly, so that's why I'm having a difference with it. And I leave it open until all differences are fixed. Okay, 98% of all monies that's owed has been paid. It's a very small percentage of $4, $5, $10 or so, or $25, whatever the charge is for, no, that we didn't receive, and we're trying to figure out why we didn't receive it. If it is something on our side that we need to resolve, or if it's something on their side they need to resolve. So, hence, that's why we leave things open until that point. But as far as getting paid, the minute we submit, we get paid usually somewhere within a 2 to 4 hour period after we submit our documentation. So if you're waiting on tolls and you put in a notice that you're waiting on tolls, then you might not get paid, or they may come across and say, we'll pay you all the way up until 20% level. And then we'll hold back on that until we get the documentation all solved, okay, for the tolls. There's all kinds of different reasons there. There's nothing against any company out there. Horizon, Bennett, Indiana Transport, all of them have the same scenarios, just the different people that you talk to, okay? So, I don't judge one versus the other. All right, and we're all doing the same thing, transporting RVs across America and enjoying our life. At least most of us. I do hear a lot of people gripe about certain things, and I'm like, why are you griping? You chose to be here, then choose to understand it. All right, let's go on before I get more into a soapbox. All right, I need to create a project. Here's how I do my projects. Is go up here and click on project. Now, the information that goes in here will all come off of the BOL. So I will go over here and click on the BOL. And the first thing I put in here is the unit number, which right down here under unit number, under unit description, unit number, has the last 5 digits, which is R4051. So I will go back over and put that in there. One space, and we'll go back over to here and get some more information. BOL is 598-189. Project is for Horizon. The date that we're taking it out is going to be the 16th. We're taking it out tomorrow. And then this information I will get off with this documentation. Whoop, there we go. Let me do that, huh? There we go. And Control C. Let's see here. If it picked it up. Control V. Yep. Pick that out. And that gives you everything that's there. Usually it has the VIN number, so I stick that also in there. But if you're in this business, then you understand the J codes doesn't put the VIN number down there. All right, go ahead and hit save. This will take me to the next screen. Right off the bat, the only thing I need to do in here is going to be set up an invoice. So I'll come over here to invoice, just right down here. That opens up this page. I don't change nothing else up here. The only thing I'm going in here for is to come across and come down here and put in all the services, products and services that we're offering. Charge per mile. All this information will be on what I call the ICDA, Independent Contractors Agreement. So let's go over to here and go into ICDA. Okay, as I called it, Independent Contractors Drivers Trip Agreement, ICDA. I leave out the T for it. It could be ICDTA, but 4 letters is easier. ICDA. All right. Independent Contractors Drivers Agreement. And let's scroll this down. So we have a fuel credit on here. So we'll have a base rate of $1.05, fuel credit of 15 cents. We'll have pickup charge. Sometimes we'll have miscellaneous pay or bonuses or driver's quality, which is your insurance, or if you've had an incident or something to that effect, some money that they're taking out, or the actual license plate fee will show up here. License plate fees once a month, $10. So we'll go back over here. And so we got driver quality. Come down to the next one. We have the fuel credit. We'll come down to the next one. We'll do pickup. As like I was saying, license plates in there, late paperwork fees in there, hours are in there, permits, whatever we happen to throw into the system that needs to be charged. Pickup fee. That's what I was doing. Okay. Now, as you can see, some's already filled out, so we'll go over here to this and put down 1.05. Change this one to 0.15. And this one's already set for $20 pickup. All right, how many miles was that on there? And 1,118. So 118. 118. There you go. I'll trash this last one here. We have 1321.60. Let's see what shows up on ICDA. 1321.60, same thing. So we are save. Save and send just means that it'll actually send it to my dispatcher, Jared. However, I don't send him anything. He doesn't need to see the billing. So there you go. It is in there now. And close that part out. Now I have an actual income indicator here. 1321, and it will start as we go. We'll start putting in our receipts, and I'll do recordings of that happening, and therefore you can see exactly how this actually comes about. Okay, so there's the simple thing on how I start the project. Now let's go into one of these others that's already been done. This one here, 63% profit. So what has been completed has been the factor of, no, it's got transactions already on it. So as we get fuel, we indicate, no, fuel goes to this project, so it'll come across and show us here. This one actually had tolls. That's the reason why you can see this is listed in here. We put the tolls in, and I'll show you how I did that here in a little while on one of the next videos as we go to process. But then it comes across and does the closeout and the paid and leaves an invoice open. It actually adds that number to this up here. It started off with being $643. What the first transaction was, yeah, 643.57, and now it has added 41 to make it 684. So that's what we're going to get paid. It does all that for you. Okay, so there gives you some ideas on exactly what's going on, but you can also come in here to project reports and project profitability. This will give you an outline here of showing you that your parking tolls are there at $41.16. You spent $206 in fuel. Okay, so this gives you a breakdown of everything here. All right, income is going to be these two things, which is the billable expense, and which was the tolls, and the service that you provided. Gives you the total breakdown, how much money, net income you've made so far. Okay, net operating income. All right, so that's what comes in here. This is really simple. When I get done with this, I'll just give you an outline of one of them that's done. And let's see here. I'm gonna go with something recent. Actually, best one to go with is one of these guys I just got through doing here. Okay. In progress, boom, long. The one I just put in there, this guy here, something I did incorrectly. I forgot to put down the actual city and state. So we are going to, where'd that city say? Hey, I claim old age. Golden, Colorado, which is right outside Denver. There we go. Save. Now let's go back to all projects so it'll look correct. There we go. Yep. Okay. One I just got through doing, which is Ashland here. It's complete. However, we're waiting on payment. So once it's done, it's got the projects in here. As you can see, no, it's got charges on it, $130 and tolls. Okay, added to it. So all that's in there. However, when I'm done, I add the attachments of all the different documentation. So I actually get a documentation of the tolls. So there's the receipt for the tolls. There's the receipt cover that we have to fill out. So I put that in there. The logs, in other words, are trucking logs from Motive. I get a copy of those and put those in here. And the BOL, which is everything inside the BOL packet. So in other words, it's got the ICDA, all the documentations along with the DAF. All those documentations are here. So therefore, when I turn this over to an accountant, there's not a question on dates or anything to that effect because the logs has all that. Everything is here for that. And yeah, only made 51.5% profit on this one. I'm happy if I make above 50%. So I'm happy. I get questionable whenever it gets below that, and you will see some of them that do get below it. No, 45.3. Where did I make my mistake here? After looking back at it, this is Boise, Idaho. Okay, and if we look at the project report, where's my expenses at? Let's see here. Auto gas. Pretty high on auto gas. That's the fuel that we use in the car to get back here. Pretty high. Well, then when I started looking, we went out and did some sightseeing and drove through the mountains and did all that stuff. So we spent, a little bit extra time here with making that meaning that we spent a lot of extra gas here. Okay. So you got to pay attention to those different things. Okay, fuel's going to be your biggest cost of everything. And no, I don't put hotels or anything like that on here due to the fact that hotels is by our choice. We sleep in the car, sleep in a tent, and a campground, and free public lands. So hence, that's where this becomes different. All right, this video is 15 minutes already, so we're going to call it right here. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Let me know. And once again, thank you for watching. If you like, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And yeah, it all benefits the channel. And now since I've been talking to a lot of people on YouTube, I understand the main importance to a lot of the like buttons and the subscribe buttons. And even though I don't have a simple niche of what we do, because I cover so many different things here, but it's all out of fun and it's all out of trying to bring information to you guys. All right, peace, love, and jelly beans, people. Thank you for watching.